Hello everyone, I'm Varsha and you are watching the series of success stories brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. As you all know, the series is all about the prominent achievers of our country who has made India proud in some way or the other. The main focus of our series is to make you all know about the experience and achievements of our prominent guests. So today we have with us Miss Rashi Sharma, who is the founder and CEO of Soul Consciousness Lab, and also she is an international trainer and therapist. But before we actually move ahead in the conversation with her, let's have a look at a very small video which will tell you about what we actually do.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows, and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
Hello, Miss Rashi. How are you?
Hi Varsha, I'm good. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Okay, so before we actually start the conversation, please tell us something about you and your profession.
First of all, I would like to thank Indian Achievers Forum to invite me for this interview, Varsha. And I'm Rashi Sharma, and I'm founder and CEO of Soul Consciousness Lab. I'm an internationally certified therapist and trainer, and I conduct professional trainings which are globally recognized and approved. And aspirants from all over the world attend these trainings, which I conduct in India. As an international therapist, I help everyone via my therapy sessions, which I conduct face to face in Bangalore, and with online therapy sessions for all over the people from all over the world. People are able to join these from the comfort of their home. And I specialize in hypnotherapy, past life regression, future life progression, psychic healing, shamanic healing, and other related holistic healing modalities, which help in bringing positive transformation at the level of subconscious mind and soul. He understood the importance of thoughts, belief systems, and the mental sphere, and how it influences our mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual aspects of life. So, if I can say that we are what our thoughts are, like Gautam Buddha has said, that mind is everything, what you think, you become. So, our main focus is on subconscious mind, which is a powerhouse of our thoughts and it drives everything. So, which shapes our present state and our conscious as well.
Okay, amazing. So now, Miss Rashi, I'm actually very eager to know that how did this idea of starting up with this Soul Consciousness Lab came into your mind?
Actually, if I tell you that I see my professional journey is just an expansion of my own personal journey. What I do is what I've experienced myself during my lifetime and my transformation. And as long as I have awareness about myself, I had always been a seeker and a meditator, and always had a pull towards the power of subconscious and soul. Actually, more curious towards that part of mind, that what exactly happens with the subconscious and soul and the healing part. And the most important event which shaped my journey was meeting my Guru Shripad Sati Rajgopalacharya of Heartfulness when I was 13 years old. And though I had to wait 5 more years because once you become 18, you could join him. So, under his guidance, I was able to transform myself and connect with my subconscious mind, inner self, and soul. We can say an adventure and inner journey. So, I worked a lot on that part, and I was able to clearly identify and experience myself that all the aspects of our life, that is mental, physical, emotional, are directly influenced by our subconscious and soul. So, with the profound experience of my own, the idea of Soul Consciousness Lab conceptualized, and where we work on complete human transformation from within out. So by working directly with the soul and consciousness, we try to bringing the change in people's life, and it's purely an experiential change where you can connect with your own subconscious and soul, and with the help of specific therapy or integrated therapy tools we can bring out that change. So if I'll say that my real professional journey, it started back in 2015 when I planned to materialize my concept of soul consciousness lab as a reality. And it was possible by using hypnotherapy, past life regression, shamanic healing, other spiritual and psychic tools. So I went to US and trained myself as a certified hypnotherapist by National Guild of Hypnotists, USA. And then later on, I trained rigorously across the globe through different continents as my quest was to train myself with the best institutes of the world. To name a few, I trained with Dr. Brian Weiss, Mr. Kelvin D. Bannon, Paul Orend, Anne Josh, and Kevin B. Turner. And I knew that before I could help someone else, I should be professionally equipped and trained at the most advanced levels possible. So, this is how Soul Consciousness Lab came into existence.
Amazing, ma'am. Okay, so talking about your journey at your organization, what sort of challenges you have faced, and also if you can, tell us about how you found the solutions to those challenges.
I don't think I faced many challenges in my work in therapy because this is my passion to help people. And so to even bring peace to one soul actually brings, it gives you immense peace. So I didn't had any challenges in my work in therapy because I'm passionate about this work. And the major challenges which I faced is that because I choose my motto to spread 100% right information about the therapy, hypnotherapy, past life regression, and other modalities. And it's because people have been fed with the wrong information and half baked information, which is mixed with a lot of fear, like from TV, from Hollywood movies and Bollywood movies and serials. They have this fear of the therapy. And so, first major challenge was to break the myths. And this lack of right information about these therapies that because of which there's a lot of fear among masses and like they lose control. First myth is that they won't be under their own control, or only 30 to 50%, or a person with a weak mind can undergo hypnotherapy, which is all wrong at all the levels. And basically any person with intelligence, normal intelligence and a good IQ can undergo hypnotherapy. And another thing is that they get stuck in hypnosis and memories will harm you. In fact, when we talk about the memories will harm you or you get somewhere in past, normally if we'll see people, each one of us is carrying a baggage. And because we carry that baggage of belief systems and our thoughts, what we do, it makes our progress a little bit slower. So through this therapy, what we do, we try to reduce or get rid of that baggage and travel light. And one of the major challenges to tell people that you won't be drugged here. So this is the biggest challenge is to educate people that this is practical and experiential work area and to change the perception about this work.
So now I would love to know about your feelings on winning this Indian Achievers Award.
Um, I'm really thankful, Varsha, to Indian Achievers Forum to present me with this award. I'm really happy that my efforts to bring a positive change via therapy and training has been recognized. And it is really motivating for me. And this platform provides me with an opportunity and responsibility to spread the right awareness about hypnotherapy, regression, and other holistic healing modalities which can help everyone.
And I think for the kind of work you are doing, you truly deserve this award, ma'am. Okay, so moving ahead, talking about the CSR initiatives, tell us a bit about your social contribution.
See, we work at grassroots level. We believe that society is made up of individuals. So we can't change society as a whole until we change the individual. And society can only progress if everyone is mentally and emotionally healthy. So what we do, we try to bring that change at individual level, and when one individual change in a whole, it changes the system. So a healthy and progressive society emerged because of this change. I'll give you one example. Like suppose if a person approaches us for anger issue, so what happens when we do the therapy that transforms a person? The person let go of that anger issue. It might be of because of a number of reasons. So once a person changes, that anger goes away, and a person channelizes or into a right direction. So what happens when the person changes? Life of people around him changes. So in a way, we can't change the society as a whole. From that person, individual change, we can change the people around the life of people around that person, and so that way we work on a grassroots level, and also we try to bring the change to change the quality of life, and one by one, each individual's life is changing. So that whole society is transformed. Another thing on which we are working is on women empowerment. We are working specifically toward women empowerment by professional training courses, which we are providing now. Actually, 70% of our students who are getting trained are as certified therapists, and which who can work throughout the world actually are women, and by training they can start their own profession very quickly, and these enabled women can bring out a wave of change in the society and can further empower more women. Also, with the help of this therapy, our young generation can channelize their energy positively for their personal development, and it is made possible naturally by helping them to overcome depression, anxiety, stress, and to think and act calmly. And specifically in these highly competitive world, where what has happened is in last few decades that there is a idea which has been conditioned in the masses that happiness is something a state. If you get this thing, then you are happy. So what has happened? It has increased a lot of stress and anxiety among people. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to change that belief. Whoever comes to us for help. So in this highly competitive world we live in today, they often face rejection because they think that if they not achieve this, they won't be happy. So they succumb to addiction. So we are helping them to not only overcome these negative influences, but also to change their life by helping them to choose the right path and professional and personal choices in their life, which is natural for them, and to go along with their talent, potential, and soul planning. So they are able to drop all the unnecessary baggage which they carry unknowingly within them due to the childhood trauma or their own past. And when it happens, they change, their personality changes completely. And the change is positive, and they can connect better with everyone in the society and contributes towards its development.
Okay, so Miss Rashi, everyone do plans for their future. I mean, there are certain goals which everyone wants to achieve in their life. So, what are your future plans for the organization?
Our plan is the mission of Soul Consciousness Lab is to spread 100% right information and awareness and educate people about the importance of mental health. And as recently our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Modi ji has motivated us towards being Atmanirbhar or self-reliant, we are working towards this goal in my work area by bringing the best and most advanced therapy tools and training to India, and to establish a premier training institute which would help us becoming not only self-sufficient but also would contribute at an international level by proper advanced research work.
Okay, so before concluding our lovely session, what message or piece of advice you would like to give to our today's generation, who wish to be an entrepreneur someday?
I have few points here for the youth which can help them to change their life and in turn can do a positive and progressive transformation of the society and the nation. First of all, it's mental health and how important it is to take the help at the right time, scaling challenges. And there are tools actually, the tools of hypnotherapy, vibration, and other healing modalities, which I talked about can really transform their lives positively. And all these struggles therapies, they can help them in almost all the areas of their life. They can improve relationship, get rid of addictions, fears, phobias, or limiting beliefs which they have, or OCD, and get more focus and balance. And we can use these tools to change the limiting belief at the correct time so they can utilize their full potential.
Absolutely, Miss Rashi. Okay, so thank you so very much for being with us today and sharing such lovely thoughts of yours too. And I wish you all the very best for all your future projects, and may you continue to inspire us the way you are doing.
Thank you so much, Varsha. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for providing me this an opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.